I think we live out here in traffic. It's fight week, baby. It's fight week, baby. What's up with it, family? What's the damn deal, man? This is JuniorTheTruth. Welcome to the Punch Junkie, man, YouTube channel. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate you all. And man, I'm on the move, man. You know what I mean? The Punch Junkie edition. So you have to bear with me, man. I've been in the I just been in the office, at the crib in the office, man, and trying to work my way through getting some things done. Really trying to get caught up, man. If I'm telling y'all the honest to God truth, man, I'm really trying to get caught up. I'm a little behind schedule, but it wouldn't be me if I didn't come in here and talk to you all about the this fight weekend, man. It's a huge fight weekend, like a huge fight weekend, man. It's Devin the Dream Haney versus Brian Norman Jr. We've all been excited about it. Those of us that are actual friends of the sweet science, we've been excited about it, man, and we definitely ready to rock and roll with that, man. And I can't wait. Saudi Arabia, of course, Riyadh season is Saturday, the 22nd November. We live and direct. I'm looking at my son. He walking. Big Joe Townsend, what's up with it, homie? Salute. Be About It Farms in the building. What's up with it, bro? Said, hey, man, say, man, who you got? Bro, come on, man. It's Monday, bro. I got to get my pick on Monday. I got to get my pick on Monday. Come on now, dog. Come on now, dog. Don't do me that way, bro. I got to get my pick on a Monday, bro. I'm gonna tell you this, and I'll go deeper. I'll go deeper into it this week, bro. This is one fight where I actually could see both fighters winning, bro. I can actually see both fighters winning. I could see Devin Haney winning, and I could see how he can win. I could see Brian Norman Jr. and see how he can win. Because it's stuff that, whatever side you on, people ain't telling the truth, man. Like, they not telling the truth. You feel me? Like, they not telling you the truth. And it's a whole lot of variables that you really have to consider, right? You have to consider Devin the Dream Haney's experience, his championship merit, and his experience. Like, you have to consider that. You have to consider, what are we doing? You have to consider the level of competition that he's had. You have to consider who he's been in there, who faced. You have to consider the outcomes, right? You have to consider those things. You have to consider his skill, his size, his ability, his schooling. Like, you got to consider that. With Brian Norman Jr., you have to consider his size. He's already acclimated to the division. You have to consider his experience. You have to consider who he's been in there against. You have to consider his power. You have to consider these things. Like, there's a lot of things that you have to consider. And a lot of people are not telling the truth. Like, to sit here and try to dismiss them, either of them. Like, come on, man, come on. Why y'all move? Come on, man. Why y'all moving so slow? Boo!
I'm trying to discuss something. JC forgot my snack.
Boo! Boo! Come on.
I didn't get any snacks.
What? Close the door. Close the door.
I didn't get any snacks.
Put your belts on. What's up with y'all?
I forgot.
So y'all out there arguing about snacks? Okay. So what are we doing up here? But anyway, so you gotta put your belts on. JC, and you have to stop putting stuff on your head, baby. All right, you gotta stop putting stuff on your head. Your mama be working on your hair, and you put that stuff Boy said snacks are important.
Hmm?
Yeah, snacks is I got a mutiny on my hands, man, because my daughter, which is the older of these two, my daughter forgot they usually be racing to try to help him get their lunch bags and stuff together, and so she usually throws this, they throw the snacks in the lunch bags and whatnot, and she forgot the snacks today, and my thick ass son really ain't happy about it. Is what it sounds like to me. My little thick son is salty about about his little string bean sister forgetting to pack his snack. So he having a full meltdown. And this is the first time they've seen each other because they're in two separate buildings at the school. And so he got the opportunity to see her, so he gave her a piece of his mind. So that's what they were standing outside discussing. It's wild. Shit just didn't got, it's just didn't got wild. But anyway, you got to consider Brian Norman, right? You got to consider that, let's be clear, man, Brian Norman has been put in these positions before where he's been an underdog and he wasn't supposed to win, and he's come out victorious. Got to put him in position. He's gone to other countries and fought. Like Brian Norman Jr. is a dog. Devin the Dream Haney is a world champion. Like, he is literally a world champion, and he is a fighter who is has and will continue to try to prove that he's actually the best. The truth of the matter is, though, we saw Devin Haney get in and struggle versus Ryan, who a lot of us felt like is very limited as a fighter. Now, we also know Ryan Garcia didn't make weight. He was a weight cheat and a drug cheat. We got that, and we know that. You understand what I'm saying? But we did see, and we saw Devin the Dream Haney struggle against Ryan Garcia. Now, I am the only person in the world that I've heard say I still scored that fight for Devin the Dream Haney. I believe with everything that happened, Devin Haney still won that fight versus Ryan Garcia, because Devin Haney won every round that there was not a knockdown. Plus, Ryan Garcia had a point deducted in I don't know if it was 7-6. I can't remember the round it was, but Ryan Garcia actually lost a point in one of the rounds. You feel me? And so when I added up, I had Devin the Dream Haney winning a decision. You know what I'm saying? Based on my scorecard. But anyway, that still doesn't mean that there was not a significant struggle. Like, there was a significant struggle, and there was technical things that Devin the Dream Haney struggled with. And I feel that there's a reason why he struggles with those technical things, honestly speaking. But, I keep my mouth shut. You know what I mean? But also, you have to account for the power of Brian Norman Jr. You know what else you have to account for? You have to account for not just the size, not just the power, not just the experience at the division of Brian Norman Jr., not just the fact that he is the WBO world champion at welterweight, but you have to account for the fact that he can actually move and groove. His mobility, he's able to move and groove. It's one thing to fight fighters who are heavy-handed, heavy punchers, but their feet are slow and non-athletic, and they're not able to move. Brian Norman Jr., not only is he a menacing puncher, but he can actually move. You feel me? He can actually move. So if Devin Haney gets in a position and he ain't gave Brian Norman Jr. nothing to respect, and he ain't gave him nothing ain't gave him nothing he can respect, and he just goes in and he's trying to, outbox and move and just move around and stick and move and not get hit, Brian Norman Jr. gonna be able to come get him. Brian Norman Jr. gonna be able to come get him. So this is a fight where Dev Haney gonna actually, I'm so excited because Dev is gonna get the opportunity to prove he is who I think he is. All right. But he gonna have to go down in there and get it. He gonna have to go down in there and get it. You feel me? Like, he gonna have to go down in there and get it. Brian Norman Jr., a lot of people aren't giving him like, people say that they picking him because, you know, the punching power and you know, his knockout ability and all that kind of stuff, man. And I get it. But he not supposed to win this fight. Just like other fights, he wasn't supposed to win. He wasn't supposed to go over to Japan like that in them circumstances and knock that and flatline that dude. And I don't care who that dude is or who he ain't supposed to be. Like, when fighters from over here go over there, you're talking about a fighter who has a high profile, like a high status. You understand what I'm talking about? You talking about a Floyd Mayweather, a Errol Spence, you feel me, a Keith Thurman. Like, you talking about these dudes that have names of note, that have names of notoriety. You're not talking about like a regular fighter who, don't nobody really know who he is and so on and so forth. Like, that's not what we talking about. So for him to go over there, he wasn't supposed to win that fight like that. He wasn't supposed to win against Jen Sasaki like that. And I don't care what nobody say. Like, people can talk about Jen Sasaki wasn't nobody, you know. Like, if you know the sport of boxing, you know the optics, you know the politics, you know what it is. They don't bring people over there to flatline their champion. You understand what I'm saying? They bring people over there to make it a fight, and if it is a rough and tumble fight, you behind enemy lines. It's uncomfortable for him. Go 12 rounds, rob his ass on the cards. Now you got a Japanese welterweight world champion, maybe the first in history. I'm not sure. Have we ever had a Japanese world welterweight champion? I'm not sure. I don't think so though. You feel me? So now that's what was supposed to happen. And if you know, anybody who don't look at that and don't see that, I gotta question your relationship and your observation of the sport of boxing. You feel me? Meanwhile, us for real, the real fans of the sweet science, we know what time it is. So Brian Norman Jr. is a dog, and he gets an opportunity to prove that. Like, Brian Norman Jr. gets the opportunity to prove that he is exactly what I think he is. I believe he a dog, and I believe he's a world-class fighter. And what better way to prove that you a dog and a world-class fighter than in there with a former world, two-division world champion? No, three division world champion, former undisputed lightweight world champion, Devin the Dream Haney, undefeated. You feel me? Decorated, decorated world champion. What better way to go figure that out and showcase that than that fight? You feel me? So at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, like, I'm really excited for this fight. And I don't think that it's a, you know what I mean? I hear all the banter and everybody going on back and forth. I'm gonna tell you, man, I'm in this space with the sport of boxing. I let the fighters do that. You understand what I'm saying? I let Dev Haney and Brian Norman Jr., I let them call each other bums, and I let fighters call each other bums and talk mess about each other and so on and so forth. I'm interested in talking about the sport from the standpoint of a fan, because I'm really truly a fan of the sport. I like talking about it from the point of oh man, I just missed out on all the jobs. That was going to Sterling, Michigan. I don't know how I missed that one. Westchester to Louisville. Already claimed. It's gone, y'all. But anyway, I want to talk about that. I want to talk about the sport from the standpoint of a fan. That's where I'm at with it. I'm not a promoter. I'm not a manager. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not a suit. I'm not a PR person for any respective fighter. Like, I am a fan of the sport of boxing. You feel me? Be About a Farm said, I dipped my toe back in YouTube boxing streets. These last 2 weeks, it's disgusting, bro. It's disturbing, bro. It's disturbing. I don't even want to talk about how disturbing it is. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it. Like, I don't even want to talk about it. Like, I would much rather just talk about the sport like I see it. This fight, this Devin and Haney fight versus Brian Norman Jr. This Devin Haney versus Brian Norman Jr. fight, and it's incredible, and it's gonna be an incredible fight. And I'm really on some May the Best Man Win because I'm a fan of both dudes. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of both of them. Like, I am really an uncompromised, unrelenting fan of both. I have an affinity for both. You understand what I'm saying? And I am not allowing my relationships with one or the other. You know what I'm saying? I'm not allowing my relationship with one to impact that of the other, and I'm also not allowing my relationships and affinity for both of them to take away from this fight and not allow me to enjoy this fight, because this is potentially one of the best welterweight clashes that we've had in years, and they both young. You feel me? Both young, both in their mid-20s, babies. So I'm excited for this one, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited for this one. I also do have my outlook on who I believe is gonna win. Yeah, have my outlook on who I believe is gonna win. I sure do. I got my pick and everything. Be About It Farms. I got my pick locked and loaded. On some who's that? I can't see. Big Joe Townsend said, it's funny how the co-main is talked about more than the main. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. And like, I'm gonna tell you, man, I really believe that Riyadh season and, you know, Turk Al-Sheikh and them, they need some help, bro. Like, they need some help. Because I feel like, honestly, in my heart of all hearts, I don't think they know what they doing. Like, I don't believe they know what they doing, man. You feel me? Yeah, I need you to move that I need to move that trash can, y'all.
I can move it.
Okay, go ahead. Just pull it so I can I need to back and then straighten up. So you can pull it down here to the end of the driveway for me. Hurry up, baby. I don't think they know what they're doing, because there's no way in the world that fight should be a co-main to Benavidez versus Yard. Like, there's absolutely no way it should be that. And the mere fact that it is that, like, it's just nuts. Hey, bro, get out and help your sister move the trash can. She didn't move them where I needed her to move them. Hey, baby, pull them out the way down there to the end of the driveway. Thank you. Yep, that way. Cal, hurry up, man. Close the door. Close the door. Thank you. Yeah, so there's no way, my fault, y'all. There's no way that fight should be, move off the door, move. There's no way that fight should be a co-main to them jokers, man. It's actually laughable. You know what I'm saying? For those of us that really actually know, it's actually laughable. You know what I'm saying? They need help over there. You know what I mean? That's all I'm gonna say about it. I ain't passing judgment, none of that, but they need help. So with move with all of the my fault, y'all. With all of the people that are over there, all of the, you know, boxing writers and you know, boxing brains, you know, all of those people that are over there, bruh, take your little ass over there. Don't come back by this car. With all these boxing brains, and yeah, y'all get to hear me. Yeah, I don't do the soft parenting shit. Nah, ain't no soft parenting, B. With all of these people that in these suits that are around the sport of boxing, you got all these promoters, you got all these managers, you got all these boxing writers, you got all these people over there. There's no way in the world that all right, y'all come get your stuff. No way in the world that these folks don't know that fight should not be undercard to Benavidez versus Yard. Respectfully, no disrespect to David Benavidez, no disrespect to Anthony Yard. You know what I mean? David Benavidez is one of my favorite. Y'all can, Jason, you can open the door. Y'all going in there. Here I come. David Benavidez is one of my favorite fighters. You understand what I'm saying? Anthony Yard is cool. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say favorite fighters, and that'd be a lie. That'd be a bold-faced lie. You ain't shit I'm talking about. So he ain't one of my favorite fighters. I can tell y'all the truth. But I do respect him. I like him. I respect his heart. I respect his grit. And I respect his willingness to get in there with the best. With that being said, he gonna get cooked by David Benavidez. Respectfully. I think he gonna show up, and I think he gonna get the best he got like Anita Baker, but he gonna get his ass cooked by David Benavidez. Y'all know it, and I know it, and we all know it. And that's why, Big Joe Townsend, ain't nobody talking about the yes, indeed, boxing my sister in the building. You better be glad I ain't got a link. And I'm on my phone because I'll drop a link. I'll drop a link on you. But ain't no way in the world that fight should be and that's why everybody's talking about Devin the Dream Haney versus Brian Norman and not talking about Benavidez versus Jarde. Because Jarde gonna get cooked. Excuse me. And we all know it. We know Yard gonna get cooked. Y'all know Yard gonna get cooked. Yes, indeed, boxing sis. You know Yard gonna get cooked. He gonna get cooked. Cooked. He gonna get cooked. You feel me? I'm all about the Devin Haney versus Brian Norman Jr. and the Abdullah Mason versus Sam Noakes. Like, I'm all about that. Rest of them fights is cool beans. Hey son, I was still backing up the car. That's why I told you to move off from behind the car. Because I was still backing up. You can't come behind the car when the car's in motion. That's why I told y'all to go be at the why you got leaves and stuff in your braids, bro? That's why I was telling y'all to go be at the end of the driveway. So I need you, when daddy asks you to do something, I need you to be coachable and do what I ask you to do. All right? That's it. That's it. And I know you be having moments of where you be losing your thoughts, but I need you to keep your thoughts and do what I ask you to do. All right? I love you. Give me a hug, man. Hug me back, bro. All right. There's a difference between life or death, man. Your ability to listen to instructions and follow instructions from the people who are supposed to take care of you is the difference between life and death, brother. Trust me on that. All right, y'all. Sorry. Yeah, I'm definitely here for the Sam Noakes versus Abdullah Mason. I'm here for the Brian Norman Jr. world champion. It's time to start treating it. It's time to start treating like, man, and that's my whole hiccup, man. Like, man, let's have a real conversation, bro. Like, at what part of the game is it okay for us to not treat world champions like they world champions, bro? And then you wonder why these people don't want to give us the fights and shit that we want to see. Like, where's the honor in being a world champion if motherfuckers don't want to treat you like a world champion? You feel me? Like these people be running around here trying to treat Brian Norman like he a scrub, bro. Why go be a world champion if they gonna treat you like you a scrub? You feel me? Like, well, what's the whole purpose? Like, what's the purpose? Why would I take risks? Why would I go out, try to prove I'm the best if I'm gonna do it, and then you gonna treat me like I'm a scrub? Like, man, come on, bro. Like, ain't no question, bro. It ain't no way. Like, there's no honor in that, man. You feel me? Like, I don't really know how to say it. Like, no, I need this. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get this thing. There is no, it's not gonna work. But nah, there's no like. Why would you, as a world champion, right, or as a fighter, why would I look to be come on, man? Why would I look to be a come on, a world champion if you're gonna treat me like I'm a scrub? Like you're gonna treat me like I ain't like a world title don't mean nothing. Anybody can be a world champion. You understand what I'm saying? Like anybody can do this and so on and so forth. Then what's the point in doing it? Because in my opinion, right, we ask these well, as a fan, I just realized I ain't even had my damn mic connected. I've been doing all this yelling and screaming. I ain't even got my mic connected. And y'all let me run around here do this yelling and screaming without my mic connected. This whole time my mic ain't even been connected. This is stupid. This whole time now my mic is about to be connected. Like this whole, like I ask, and I'm talking specifically about me as a fan of the sweet science. You feel me? As one of the specifically. As one of the last real fans of the sweet science, right? I ask a lot of these fighters. I ask a lot. So I ask too much of these fighters to treat them like they scrubs when they do the stuff I'm asking for. Like I want you to prove you the best, right? So when you go out and you prove that you the best, why your stomach dirty, bro? Come here. Why your stomach dirty? Why you got dirt on your stomach? What's that? What is it? You don't know? Oh, all right, man. If you doing the stuff I ask you to do, then I'm not finna sit here and act like you a scrub when you do it, just because you did it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just on some. All right, let's do more. Like, nah, nigga, I gotta take a moment and say, wait a minute. Like I asked you to go become undisputed because we were in a fight. We were in a space in the sport of boxing, right, where we couldn't even get unification bouts. We couldn't even get unification bouts. We couldn't even get fighters to prove that they the best, right? We couldn't even get fighters who wanted to prove. You got to do all of these today, or all week. Do Friday, okay.
I know how to do.
You got to do okay. Go ahead, get busy. You might want to. I'm in your way. You need me to move out your space. Okay, I'm about done anyway because Daddy got to go get back in the office. But like we were in the area in the sport of boxing. Yes, indeed, boxing. We were in a space within the sport. I got to go get my phone. I put my phone out somewhere. We were in a space in the sport where we couldn't even get unification matches, y'all. Like we couldn't even get unification matches. Like we couldn't even get fighters to fight each other to unify the belts. We couldn't get fighters who established themselves as you know one of the best in the division. We couldn't even get these motherfuckers to come together and fight each other and prove who was actually the best. You feel me? So we couldn't get two of the possible best in the division to come together and fight to figure out who go. That's you fine. You need a pencil sharpener to figure out who was the best, right? So then we had this push. And I know everybody forgets about it. Everybody has their revisionist history. Everybody has their, you know, their amnesia. You feel me? We got our punch-induced amnesia. You feel me? No pun intended. We have our amnesia where we don't remember these things, but I remember it. I was here for the whole ride. I remember when we couldn't get unification bouts. I remember when we had to wait 5 years to get Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao. I remember when we couldn't get Errol Spence versus Terrence Bud Crawford. We had to wait for years. I remember when we couldn't get Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, or Danny Garcia to fight Errol Spence. Like I remember that. And so we went from all of that, right? Tay Tay, the real queen of MMA. What's up with you, love? We went from that to saying we want fighters to be undisputed. We know it's too many belts in the sport of boxing, too many titles. We want fighters to actually pursue being undisputed so that we can know who is the best. So we want fighters to go from being one of the best to saying no, who is the best. And if you go and you prove that you are the best, then we can't dispute it. So we had this push to go for fighters to go be undisputed, right? So then we allow fighters to go become undisputed and not get the necessary respect. I need to go. I'm gonna move so I'm gonna move so I won't disturb you. So I'm gonna go downstairs. I'll be in the basement if you need me. Okay. Daddy, sorry, man. I'm making all kind of noise. My fault. My fault, player. My fault, player. So we get fighters who go out, right, and become undisputed. And then we just treat these motherfuckers like they didn't do what they did. Like we just treat people, especially fighters that go and clean out divisions, like fighters who go and they actually get they actually unass multiple fighters, meaning they go take titles off of multiple champions. You feel me? They go take titles off multiple champions. And we sit here and we act like these motherfuckers ain't excuse me. We sit here and we act like these motherfuckers ain't did what they done. I don't even know where to sit. Yeah, I sit over here on the pool table. I'm stuttering and shit. Like we sit here and we act like these people literally ain't did what we asked them to do. And then, peep this, y'all. Then we start letting the suits and shit, we start letting them play with undisputed. You feel me? We start letting them play with undisputed. So now all of a sudden they can redefine what undisputed is. You understand? A person be unified, but then they called undisputed, but they never was really undisputed. Like Teofimo Lopez, like Vasily Lomachenko, like Canelo Alvarez at middleweight. You feel me? People call these dudes undisputed, and they never was undisputed before. Like, you got to think about it. You know why Teofimo Lopez was never undisputed? Because there are those of us who are out here who dispute the fact that he's the champion at 135. Undisputed means that there's absolutely no dispute. You understand what I'm saying? Nah. Undisputed means that there's no dispute. You know why Vasily Lomachenko was never undisputed? Because he was the franchise champion. And that was a belt that was created for Canelo Alvarez to be able to continue to duck Jamal Charlo at 160. I've been here. Like we've been here. The real fans of the Sweet Science, we've been here. We know this stuff. Like this is the stuff we know. You feel this is the stuff we know. What you say for? Yes, indeed. What you say for, sis? Am I buffering or something? Or am I cooking? Am I buffering or am I cooking? So the mere fact that you can dispute a person's reign at a division means that they are not undisputed. Undisputed means there's no dispute. There's no disputing no matter what you say, how you slice it up, no matter how you slice that pie. They the world champion. And so we allow these people to start redefining what undisputed is. We did that and we accepted it. Like just because you put on a suit and you go talk about boxing, don't mean you know what you're talking about. It's just because you got 100,000 plus people to subscribe to your YouTube channel and listen to you talk boxing, that don't mean you know what the fuck you talking about. Respectfully, just because you have a big following, don't mean you know what you're talking about. Or watch this, just because you got a big following, don't mean that you're gonna have you're gonna have integrity. Because a lot of these motherfuckers don't have no integrity. If we calling it and keeping it a cold brick, a lot of them don't have no integrity. But we allow people to play with being undisputed. And we was just calling for fighters to be undisputed. Now, motherfuckers treat undisputed like it ain't shit. Motherfuckers treat being undisputed like it ain't shit. I realize I can't see. Like we treat undisputed like undisputed ain't what we was just asking for. And so a fighter can be undisputed at a division and we treating it like it ain't nothing. Terrence Crawford is undisputed in 3 weight classes in a 4-belt era. The greatest fighter since 2004, and we treating Terrence Bud Crawford like he ain't who he is, and we allowing people to do that. We allow people to treat Terrence Bud Crawford like he ain't who he is. So now I'm not gonna sit here and act like this fight ain't big. I'm not gonna sit here and act like this ain't two world champions going full on. I'm not finna sit here and act like they both not doing something that Jerron Bruce Enos hasn't been willing to do. Like I'm not finna act like that, and I'm not finna allow nobody to brush over this. I ain't finna allow nobody to sit here and act like Brian Norman Jr. is a scrub. I'm not finna allow nobody to act like Devin the Dream Haney is soft and he is scrub and he ain't a world champion. Like it's over with, bro. And it's really unfortunate that those of us who actually talk the sport of boxing don't have the same frame of reference. Like you allow your tribalism and your affinity for a fighter to cloud your judgment, and it sounds silly. I love Devin Haney just like everybody else. I'm not finna sit here and compromise my integrity though. I love Brian Norman Jr. like everybody, like those people who actually love Brian Norman Jr. I'm not finna sit here and compromise my integrity though. I'm not finna sit here and act like it ain't possible for Dev Haney to go in here and actually pitch a shutout and box Brian Norman Jr.'s ears off. I'm not finna act like that ain't a possibility. I'm not finna act like it ain't a possibility for Brian Norman to go in here and lower the kaboom and put Dev Haney on his trunks repeatedly. You feel me? I ain't gonna say stop him because I ain't seen Dev Haney stop yet. So I can't say stop him because I ain't seen Dev Haney stop yet. So I ain't gonna put that on Dev Haney. I seen Dev Haney hurt, and I've seen him bite down on his mouthpiece and get up and be a dog. And that's what I like to see from my champions. You need to be more like a dog. People think I'm crazy when I say my favorite Adrian Broner fight was him versus Maidana. Need to be more like a dog. So I'm not finna sit here and play this game that everybody be playing, bro. I'm not interested in it. You feel me? I'm not interested in it, man. I don't have no reason to exalt or vilify, or excuse me, exalt is the wrong word. I don't have any reason to vilify and minimize Brian Norman Jr. I have no reason to vilify or minimize Devin the Dream Haney. I think this fight is a beautiful thing and it is much needed for the sport of boxing, and we ushering in a new era of the sport of boxing. And the fact of the matter is, if you don't view it like that, and you don't view this as this is the official commencement of the new welterweight division, like now I'm finna really give it to you like you supposed to get it. This is the commencement of the brand new welterweight division. I'm talking about Dev Haney, Brian Norman Jr., Teofimo Lopez is there, Rolly Romero. You understand what I'm talking about? We talking about, excuse me, we talking about Rolly Romero. We talking about Ryan Garcia. We talking about Richardson Hitchens. Might as well bring his ass on up to the party. We talking about Tiger Johnson. Like we talking about a welterweight division that is absolutely 100% on fire. We talking about what's my dude name? Fuck. What's the Aztec Warriors name? The WBC champion. Barrios. We talking about Mario Barrios. We talking about who gonna get to Manny Pacquiao and execute him first. You feel me? Like we talking about the new this is the new welterweight division. And this fight is the commencement of the new welterweight division. Which is this has the potential for the welterweight division to return to the glory days. And you motherfuckers is running around here being tribal? I'm talking to everybody too. Like I'm talking to everybody. Everybody, bro. We missing it because we tribal, because we feel an affinity to a certain camp. And we've become the shit that we really wasn't even fucking with in the sport of boxing, man. That's what we become. That's what we become. Meanwhile, two young black brothers that have fathers that are active in their lives coming together in a colossal event, the commencement of the new era of welterweight boxing, establishing what may be a beautiful rivalry within the sport, maybe even a legendary rivalry within the sport, maybe a fight that we might get a trilogy of. You understand what I'm talking about? And they both doing it in their 20s in this new era of boxing where fighters don't get tested until they in their 30s. They don't get their first test till they in their 30s. Y'all crazy. Hey man, salute to y'all. Y'all be sure to subscribe to the channel. Y'all be sure to share this video too, please. We're trying to get these numbers up over here on the Punch Junkie channel, man, and we committed to doing the work, man. So salute to you all. Y'all come visit the site www.punchjunkie.com. Y'all subscribe to the channel, man. Y'all can go over to the Punch Junkie shop. Just go to punchjunkie.com. That's all things Punch Junkie. You can get over to the shop. Everything's there. Salute to y'all, man. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate y'all, man. And until again, next time, man, we gone.